Good morning and welcome to our fourth quarter of school. So, how's this going to work? To be honest, we don't completely know. So, the idea is pretty simple. I give you work every week, you do the work. Do I grade the work or not? Pretty much the answer for that would be no. So why should you do it? How about this? Next year, you're going to be taking those tests again. The state standardized test. And if you don't have the vocabulary, if you don't know what you're doing, your grades go lower. If your grades are lower, you don't get into the college you want. So if you decide not to do any of this work, I don't know that we can do a penalty on it. Maybe you'll just have the grade you had at the end of third quarter. We don't know yet. But what I do know is this. Every week, I'm going to give you work. You'll find it on this new webpage, and you'll be able to take a look at it, do the work, and each week I want you to check in with me. Just simply, you're going to send me either a short video of the activity I give you, or you're going to send me the page that I have you do, or maybe just an indication that you've done the work. We'll get there. So, welcome back. On the webpage, find your class. Now, there's only 7 weeks left. This is week 1. In week 1, what we're going to do is review whatever we were doing just before we took this 3-4 week break. That's what we're going to start with, and then we're going to spend the next 6 weeks covering the fourth quarter and doing those activities, and then we'll be done. So I hope that you guys enjoy getting back to school a little bit. I know it's probably not your favorite thing to think about, but on the other hand, I know I've been bored, and I hope that you guys will find what we're doing not too terrible. Matter of fact, in some of it, I hope you'll have a lot of fun with it. One of the things that we are going to need to take a look at, though, is there need to be some supplies. So each week, I'll have a supply list. So if your parents go out like once a week to get supplies, you'll be able to look and say, Mom, I'm going to need this. And since we're going from Monday to Monday, if Mom doesn't go out till Friday or she goes out on Saturday, get your stuff, you can do the activity Saturday night and just do the paperwork during the week. It should be about 30 minutes a day. At least that's our guidelines for this. If you take longer, great. Now I am going to embed some videos for you to watch that come off of YouTube. If you really, really hate the video I gave you, that's okay. Just check in another one, somebody else that does it. Because, for example, if we're looking at rock stratas, there's probably like 30 videos on rock stratas. Watch one that you like. If it happens to be a video on, single replacements, I know there's at least 4 of them. So watch the one that works best for your brain. But watch it. Make sure you do the work the way you're supposed to do the work, the way we've been doing the work in class all year. Now, especially for my earth science students, one of the things that we know is true is that the first time you guys did vocabulary, you cheated. Now, you didn't cheat me, you cheated yourselves. You looked up the words, you typed them up, wrote them on cards, or whatever, and then you said, I got it. And then I said, hey, what were these things? You said, well, I don't know what they are, but I wrote it down. Who cares if you wrote it down? The concept is learning the vocabulary. So when you take one of those state standardized tests, if it says, hi, there was a moraine that was 100 feet high, what does this tell us about the conditions in that area? Well, if you don't know what a moraine is, what difference does it make about how high it is, or how would you know what conditions we're talking about? You have to have the vocabulary. So when you're doing your earth science vocabulary work each week, and each week there is vocabulary work, I want you guys to make sure that you actually learn what the words are, not just look them up and write them down. Be able to use them in a sentence or in context. If you can do that, this will be a great learning experience for you. I know it's not the same as being in the building, but I hope that you all learn something. And I also hope that you guys are well and that this was a nice break, but you're ready to get back to work. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.